Yo, this your boy Kedrick Lewis, a.k.a. Mr. Interview, man. I'm talking about It's a Vibe Radio, man. I told you we everywhere this summer. And today, we at Big Nick's Barbecue, Soul Food, and Wings, man. I've heard they had some of the best turkey wings around, and today will be my first day. But before we get to that, I need you to know they come to 904 Baytree Road. I'm going to say it again. 904 Baytree Road. They closed on Mondays. But from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday, you can come eat some of the best soul food and barbecue combination that you would ever taste. And 11 a.m., 6 p.m. on Sunday. So don't think it's the same time. Sunday and Saturday different, because I know y'all say, we ain't saying, but we told you, 11 to 6 on Sunday. So now, we're going to go in and talk to Big Nick himself. And we're going to see what it's all about. It's a Vibe Radio.
Hey, welcome to the family. What's going on, baby?
What's up?
You all right, man?
Yeah, man.
Come on in, bro.
Nick, I know you started out in the music, right? Mm-hmm. So how did you transition from the music to the barbecue and on the restaurant?
Man, so it sounded crazy, but it was kind of easy, right? Because I love people, right? Mm-hmm. And I love to see people move. I love to see people dance, do whatever, you know what I mean? I love to see people eat. You know
Right.
And so in the restaurant, as you see around, you got some of the favorites on the wall because I love music, so I kind of tied it in. So it's really, they kind of go hand in hand. If you think about it, man, both of them can make you feel good. Both of them it can change your mood. Music can change your mood. Food can change,
I agree.
So it's, and that's one thing, man, that thank you so much.
Thank you.
I look delicious.
Yeah, it look good too.
Yeah, man, and it wasn't a real hard transition, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, and then I've been cooking, man. I mean, look at me, bro. You know what I mean? You feel me? I've been cooking all my life. My daddy was a cook, my aunties, man, my mom.
So you actually cooked the food?
Yeah. Like, I got a whole team now, but before that, man, it was just us, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, my dad, man, my dad was born in Mississippi, so he got all them, had all them back home Mississippi stuff. So growing up, you know what I mean, before he passed, he used to make everything from scratch, you know what I mean, down from gumbo to whatever, you know what I mean. So I got a chance to experience all that, Then my mom, coming from Georgia, she had her recipes and all that good stuff,
Right.
And so all that, it's kind of mixed in together, And so we always did. My family, we cook. We a big old family. So we love to cook.
Hold on, I'm about to make it hard for you right quick. Who was the better cook, mama or daddy?
You know what though? My mama wouldn't even be upset if I said this, but my dad.
Your dad?
My dad actually was the cook. In the house, how most folks come home.
The mom
my dad was the one.
The cook. He was the chef for the family.
He was the chef, man. So he would get in there. He would cook from scratch, man. That was his thing.
Right.
So and my mom, and she'll tell you what she missed him, cause that's what he used to do.
Yeah. Now it's all on her.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So, a little bit about the food, like what's your biggest seller?
So man, we started off at barbecue, back when we was hitting all the nightclubs, in the town, in the city. We were doing barbecue, some ribs, chicken, pulled pork, and that still holds. That's still about accurate now, you know what I mean? I sell a lot of wings though, we actually, all of them not up there, but we've been voted best wings from 2016 to 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We got so 5 years in a row.
Wow.
And 21, I'm sorry, it's 6 years. We were voted best wings, so we sell a lot of wings. That's a top seller. We got voted the best pork chop in the state. We got voted I forgot what it's called, man. We've been blessed with a lot of accolades.
Right.
But like, you know, sell a lot of pork chops, and right now, the trend is these turkey legs.
The turkey leg. That's what I've been hearing about.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing about, the turkey leg.
So we got 3 different kinds, you know, that we do. We got the dirty turkey, but you can get that with chicken or shrimp. And we got the seafood mac turkey leg. You know, that one has shrimp, crawfish, crab meat, all that good stuff with sauce on top of that. And we got the jerk turkey leg.
Man, you making it sound so good. Man, you make it sound so
hey, I'm
good,
gonna get
man.
you one, bro. I got you.
You make it sound so good. So, since you've been here in your establishment, where's the furthest somebody that came to your restaurant?
Man, so we had a lady when we first did the turkey legs. Believe it or not, she said she heard about us. She all the way in, I forgot what part of New York she was in.
New York.
But she said, I'm coming. She usually stays on 95 and goes all the way down. She said when she came down, she jumped on 95. She had to stop in North Carolina, came back over this way just so she can jump here. Then she jumped on 75, headed to Miami. She made a detour just to come out.
Wow, so that's big.
Yeah, man. I got one couple that comes all the way every year. Their family's from here, but they make it a habit to come and visit us. They're from Washington. I'm talking about like the state of Washington.
Right.
They come over here.
That's far.
Yeah.
All the way across.
They make that a part of their trip because their family that stay here don't even live here no more. But they make sure they come here every year before they go on to their little vacation spot.
Right.
Yeah, man. So it's been a blessing. You know?
Yeah, some people don't know how blessed it is to have you in the city, you know?
It's a blessing. I'm thankful. You hear me? Like, I'm thankful. Especially how the communities rallied around us. You know, after COVID, after I had COVID and everything, man, that was big.
Right. Okay. So, let's see, like, I want to ask some question about the food because you know, look, I'm a beginner cook. I
You're not.
Yeah, I'm a beginner. We gonna call it that. But like, what's a good temperature for your chicken?
So, like, when I'm cooking my chicken, you know, fried chicken back there, I'm cooking it. I want my grease to be about 350 degrees. You know what I mean? 350 degrees. Most people cook their chicken, you know, about 15 minutes, you know. Some a little bit longer if you're cooking at a lower temp, you want to cook your chicken a little longer. You know, I like mine crispy, so I hit it with that. But you always, man, want your chicken to be in the middle. If you temperature, man, use the temperature gauge. You know how we do. Like, I think it's done. It ain't no blood in no more. But nah, like 165 is the real temp. So if you get, you want 165 degrees or whatever, and that way you done killed all the bacteria. You did all that good stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So do you use a certain type of wood, or coal?
Oh, so you know what? I'm talking about fried chicken. You talking about smoked chicken.
Yeah, I'm talking about smoked chicken.
Hey, look, I'm on a whole nother level right now.
No, it's cool.
What you put in this bitch, joint?
Yeah, because I'm feeling a little bit myself.
So if I'm smoking, I smoke my chicken. At 250 degrees.
Okay, smoke.
Right. Smoke. So if I'm on the grill, you know, so I don't do direct heat anymore like I used to. Cook like straight. I put my charcoal up under there. I cook right up in there. But I've gotten to indirect heat now. So what you want to do, whether you got a big old smoker or a small, whatever at the house, you know, and then put your charcoal on one side of it. Put your little, like that. You know, if you got chimney starter, that's real good. But if you got whatever you got, charcoal, lighter fluid, whatever, throw a little wood chips in there, you know what I mean, get that smoke flavor, but cook your meat on the other side. But if you can keep feeding it to get up to about 250 degrees, you have some really juicy chicken.
Oh, okay. So that's the key to keeping it juicy, because a lot of time I drop mine out. People cooking at too high of a heat, you know what I mean? You can't rush barbecue, man. You can't rush the smoke process. Like, it takes a long time, you know what I mean? Because like from chicken, like even with our brisket, which we just were pulling some briskets out there, you know, I started that last night.
all right, whatever.
Right,
so we
right.
started that before we left. So it was about 11. We put them on at 11, and we just not pulling them off.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
so
right.
that's about a 14-hour process.
Right, right,
So
right.
you know,
It take
low and slow.
Right.
Low and slow.
Well, when it comes to marinating it, do you let it sit like in the marinade?
Ain't nothing wrong with a good marinade. You know what I mean?
Like a day or
Yeah, so some people say 46 hours, you know, depending on what you marinating with. But yeah, a good day, that's gonna get it in there, you know what I mean? Get whatever juices, spices, whatever you want to put in there, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's a good litmus, you know, test or whatever. 24 hours is pretty good, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say the brisket. For a beginner.
Okay.
What would you give me? Because I'm a beginner.
Man, let me tell
like,
you.
how would I start out to make a good brisket?
A good brisket, man. So, believe it or not, man, brisket it's tough, right? It's a tough cook. You take that brisket. Try not to get the biggest, fattiest brisket. We like fat.
Right.
Nothing wrong with fat, right? Because fat is flavor.
Right.
But I would actually have to show you, which we'll do. We'll do another episode.
Yeah.
We can show you how to kind of, get it down so you can render that fat down. So you put that smoke on, put it on a smoker. Same thing, indirect heat.
Right.
The thing with the brisket, you just got to make sure it's consistent heat. So you got to keep on. So when you drop below, like for my briskets, I cook them at about 225. So you got to make sure that you try to stay within 225, so you constantly feed.
Right.
So you're going to check on every 3 to 4 hours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you don't want it. You want it at that temperature.
Right, and then it's gonna stall at some point. So when you get it to, when I take my brisket out, I want it to be between 190 and 200 when it comes to the temperature. Right. Because you want that. You want to make sure that it's tender, but it's gonna stall. It might stay at like 170, 180 for a while.
Okay.
I always take either. A lot of people use apple juice. You can spray that down.
Apple juice. Yeah, that's to keep the juice in it. Okay.
Apple juice. Whatever you choose to do. You know what I mean? And then what you can do from there is some people choose to wrap it. Some people just let it go longer and stronger. So it just really depends. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Now, I know this is gonna sound funny, but I have a problem with seasoning. I don't know when it's enough. Too much. So
let me tell you. So for me, I like to season. I like flavor or whatever. Meat, you don't want to overdo it, but like with pulled pork, with your Boston butts, with your brisket or whatever, it's really not. You can overseason, but it's forgiving because it's going for so long. You know what I mean? So it's gonna soak into that meat a little bit. So ain't that bad if you. So don't be scared, man.
Yeah, because that's me.
Don't be scared.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, don't be scared, bro.
Just put it on there.
Man, don't be scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially even with brisket, man. Sometimes a good salt and pepper, man. Some people just put salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic in there.
Right.
And just make sure it's coated real well, man. Don't be scared of it, especially on that grill. Because you're gonna have that flame hitting, you're gonna have all that, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's different if you taking that and you about to fry it in some grease, you know what I mean?
Right.
You don't want it too soft, you know what I mean? But it's different because that's gonna it's a long cook. You know?
I got you.
And a bigger piece of meat.
Oh yeah. That's one of the main parts. I be like, I can't get it right, but sometimes I hear it and I be like, oh yeah. So the next time I miss.
True. Yeah, man.
Well, okay, but I know everybody want to say this term, boss, right? As a boss, what's something good about it and something bad far as running a business like this for someone that was thinking about starting?
So when it was me and my mama, and my cousin riding around in the town, whatever, it was a lot easier. You know what I mean? I made some pretty good money doing that. You know what I mean? It was cool because it was way more simple. You know what I mean? And now I got 30 employees. So now I'm responsible for 30 people. So no matter if I got somebody walk through this door, somebody or whatever, I have to pay my staff. You know what I mean? And one thing that I've championed myself with is making sure that my people are taken care of before I'm taken care of. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure that if they're doing me a service and they are working for us, we make sure that we get them paid. You know what I mean? And so we're real big on that. And but that's pressure. Right. Now
that's pressure,
you gotta make sure, like I said, no matter who coming at me or whatever, you gotta know how to manage what you got going in. Like, for instance, we were blessed, like I said, during the pandemic. We closed down for 2 months, but we were able to bounce back. As soon as we came back, I mean, we were doing really well. But now it's starting to slow down. So you got to figure out how to keep that balance. So once you get it, you can't be spending all your money because you're going on when the rainy days.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
Like, you just got to be able to manage.
Save.
The biggest thing is truly manage. You got to be able to save, manage your money, and make sure that when you another thing, you know, when it was just me and my mama, I didn't have to worry about taxes, I didn't have to worry about insurance, I had to worry about that. That's another thing you got to get into. And the bigger you get, you can. It's nice and it's shiny, but then now you got to worry about paying, you know, taxes,
right.
You know, other stuff.
Right.
So a lot of things to it.
Yeah, that's what I want to get at, because everybody use that term and don't understand the responsibility that come with it. You know,
a lot of responsibility, man. And I actually, when I first got into it, I didn't know the importance of having a good accountant. I didn't know the importance of making sure that I had P&L, which is profit and loss statements. You know, so I can see, okay, I'm making a profit here, I'm losing here.
Right.
You know what I mean? What is my net? Because I tell you one thing, an older gentleman in business told me, it ain't what you make, it's what you keep. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you can make $1 million, but if you spending $950,000, you just right back in the 50,000 there.
Right,
you know
right.
So like,
you go back to managing. You go back to managing and
back to managing, man.
Right.
You know what I mean, so like you gotta figure that part out, man. It's and young or new folks who aspire to be entrepreneurs, they gotta realize that part of it. You know what I mean? You can do it. A lot of people do it, and I used to do it honestly.
Right.
For I just do it, you know, it's cool.
Right.
But now it's truly a business. Like I have to feed my family off of this.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So you gotta start thinking like that. Like I have to do this, and there's more responsibility.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm ready to taste some of this good food, y'all. I'm ready to taste some. So we're gonna ask a couple more questions and we're gonna wrap it up. So the next thing I want to do, like, I try to help people, so I want you to give somebody, like I say, that was trying to start a business, give them one solid advice or a mistake that you made that they can go ahead and correct it.
Okay, so if you're going into a partnership, right, make sure that it's clear. Make sure everything is clear. This person does this, that person does this. I had a partnership before, and we're still friends to this day, thank God, but a lot of partnerships end differently. It was, three of us. Partner A, partner B, partner C. We all invested equally. However, we weren't all working in that business. Partner A was working 10 times more than partner B and partner C.
Right.
Yet all the partners were still dividing all the profits, all the proceeds evenly.
Right.
That shouldn't be. It's not fair to partner A. Partner A, you got to make sure that you handle business so it's clear. Partner A is going to get a salary, and then after we get a salary, we're gonna break down. A lot of people think also when you get investors, you think that I'm gonna recoup my money tomorrow. 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna happen like that.
Right.
In business, it takes time to really make money because it's a lot of factors into it. You know what I mean? So I would just tell them that. The second thing is make sure that however you do set up your company, whether it be LLC, S corporation, C corp, whatever you set, however you set it up, do that from the beginning. Make sure it's clear, clear cut, man. Because like I said, I've seen a lot of friendships like shatter because of that. Okay. Yeah, so that would be a big piece of advice, just off rip.
Right, that is something to think about. I never thought about it in that sense.
Yeah, man, it's real because like I've done it. It's happened to me several times where I felt like I was just running. You know what I mean? And then one day it was like, you know what? Well, you doing too much. You need a check.
Yeah, you get smart. That's right.
But it's only fair because you're going to pay staff anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you part labor,
You're part of your labor.
Yeah.
If I'm in here doing 80 hours a week,
I need a check. Right.
So you got to think about stuff like that. A lot of us don't. That's my part.
Right.
Yeah, but who doing
the work?
Right.
The
has
work.
to be established in the beginning so that there's no hard feelings when it. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. I got one last question before we go. And I just want you to tell the people who is the grill master.
Who's the grill master?
Yeah.
Me. No. Hey, so here, and I gotta pay homage to my boy James.
That's what I was getting at.
So James passed away.
Right.
Probably. It's been a while. It's been a little bit over a year ago. Right before the pandemic, James passed away, man. And we call him, well, he had several nicknames, but the Grill Master, man, he was, I miss him every day, man. We were just talking about him earlier, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I got a new smoker in the back, the one that, check out. He probably rolling over his grave like, man, I used to get up early at 4 o'clock in the morning going and light the other big grills, and now you got this big fancy China grill. You know what I mean? But he was the grill master, man.
He was the grill master.
And we got a portrait of him up there, man, just to pay homage, man, because he helped me. He slept in here, literally slept in here as we were putting it together. You know what I mean? And so he was a big part of this. You know
was he the one that was, when you were selling the barbecue outside the club? Was he with you?
James Brown. Yep. James Brown.
Is that two different people?
No, same person.
Same person. Okay.
Yeah, James, the grill master. He was with me, man. He had been with me since Creekside. So that was, he was with me. He was with me before all these jokers. So.
Right. Yeah. I remember that now because I used to give me some of them the wings at late night.
Yeah. So he was with me, man, and miss my partner. You know what I mean? But we like I said, we pay homage to him. And we talk about him every day.
That's right. Yeah. I know. Listen, man.
You got to get into this food though, right?
That's what I'm about to say, man. I know you're a busy man.
Let me go get it for you, bro.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you, man.
Hey,
for real.
No doubt. All right, man. This is the dirty turkey chicken.
Dirty turkey chicken.
Big year, man. Hope you're
good. Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm definitely. Hey, look, I'm about to try this dirty turkey chicken. I always say your prayer. The rice, man. I'm talking about, man, this meat is so good. Listen, 904 Baytree Road. I'll make sure y'all come and eat. I told y'all, we from the South, we like seasoning. So I'm telling you, come on down to Big Nick's and get this. Get this, I promise you.